What's up, guys? It is time.
I can tell by your helmet that
What's
you
up, guys?
sprung for the. I can tell by your helmet that you sprung for the premium edition. You sprung for the premium edition.
Okay.
Let me check how much I made from licensing my likeness for that promotion. All right, I got nothing.
Okay. We were trying to kill this matriarch Reptidon. And we, in fact, did kill it at one point. There'll be one right here.
Let me know when you need it.
Yep. Matriarch's here, all right. Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten? She'll have retreated into hiding to you know, a matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she's... All right. It's a pro!
Trying to keep an eye on the ads. Okay.
Looks like a fight. You're looking for... Look at this part. That's twice the muscle mass of a Raptidon hunter. Undamaged nerve endings? Even the coloration's to my liking. Can't ever discount the aesthetics. You're no slouch, you know that? If we had more soldiers with your talent, we would have taken Eden months ago. Whenever you're ready, we should head back to Fairfield. Have a word with Doc Tinsley now that I have both the skeleton and matriarch specimens.
Word.
In honesty, I don't know which one I should ask Doc to patch me up with. Can't go wrong with either, but one could be the better choice. If you've got an opinion, I'm keen to hear it. The material we harvested from the skeleton crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing.
Huh.
Exactly what I was thinking. I'm good to head to Doc's lab with the news and this part when you are.
All right, let's see what else is down here. There we go. Oh, well, what have we here?
Huh. This drainage pipe must be coming right from the Vox Relay. They're lucky the Raps ain't chewed their way through yet.
All right. Can't loot that one. All right, well, let's get out of here. Head back to Fairfield and go see the doc.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contract just keeps renewing.
These riffs got me awful perturbed. Is reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon? Yeah.
All right. Hey, Doc, we got stuff. I never did look around the rest of this place.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well. Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. I've decided on the matriarch graft. This program started with Raptidons, so why not try the finest specimen to date? If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the Raptidon matriarch will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
Right.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh.
Yeah.
Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word. I can feel my senses sharpening. Teeth, too. Also, my appetite. I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight. I appreciate that, Commander. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. Just want to reiterate that I'll make good on my end of the deal. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie, no matter what it takes. Well, then I guess I ought to open the eyes of those who don't quite see it that way yet. I appreciate you hearing me out. We should move on. Seems you've been scouted by Fairfield's finest to assist our efforts in the war. And great for my resume, if I'm honest. Few bullet points like that. Maybe it'll be enough to win me a spot on a higher rung. And you? If you help, what are you getting out of this? Won't blame you for thinking it's kindly to win hearts and minds. But it ain't ever gonna be as potent a strike as dropping a bomb. Though I reckon you know something about that. See, Val helpfully filled me in on your own predicament. Hunting down a fellow agent, huh? I thought you folk were all about nobility, duty, camaraderie above all. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have? Suppose that tracks. You agents are untouchable, or so the story goes. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate myself. You're the first agent I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you.
Damn right I get
The
things
rest of
done.
your organization? Can't really say. They hate corporations, I've heard that much. But what about you? You buy into their policy too? Sure, but you represent them all the same. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving.
Alright, companion quest. We need to take on... Alright, so we're going to Westport. Let's go ahead and see what we can get. Oh, wasn't there a... Wait, I've got Niles with me. It doesn't matter.
No offense to Val, but anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Where was that vendor? I might have to buy that from Oh, that was Val's quest. Let's go see the doctor real quick.
This paradigm of yours, or sovereign, or whatever, it really provide everything you want.
We are provided everything we need, not everything we want.
There's a difference?
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifold still warm. Come on, baby. You just stopping by to admire the mines, or is there something I can help you with? See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to as sky mines by those who prefer brevity. However, the whole thing is currently non-operational. Some problem with the lifting mechanism. No lift means no sky mines. No sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, "Gee, nice weather we're having today."
You're high-strung as hell.
Not unless your talent for interruption matches your knowledge of lifting mechanisms? Like it's that easy, huh? All right, let's see you try then. I was being sarcastic, you ninny. I wouldn't trust you near a macrowave, let alone a system capable of deploying incendiary devices. Go do something that's not being in my way. Look at a cloud. Touch some grass. Imagine that'll keep you safely occupied a while. All right, baby. It's just me and you. Now, how's about we figure out what's wrong?
Ah, this is Milver Streets. I would think the manual for this thing would be somewhere nearby-ish. Close the damn door.
This paradigm thing you people are always doing, does it really improve your life?
Yes. The paradigm reserve supplies all we deserve.
All right, let's go see the doc.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a whole side sweep with an Elysium view in heaven.
I must take this admonishment
But without...
literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well, here are my supplies.
Okay, there we go. Niles.
Being this close to DeVries, anyway. Need something? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
Oh my God, what, Lexi?
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? Well, if it isn't a new what I meant to say is that we now have... Gladly.
Ah, you've got one of them.
Hello again. I don't think I'm
So many rumors flying around about the rift. The lab coats can't figure them out.
All right, let's go see about this lady that might know something about DeVries. And then we're going to head on and work on whatever it is that Niles has got going on. My backstabs are getting pretty vicious.
We're closed.
No, you're not.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
The anguish she always seemed to battle with, I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. And could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. No. But even not knowing the details, I could see it troubled her. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things, for some reason she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. We became friends when she... Well, she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything.
Know a little something about that, too.
I did try to. Once. After the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. Yes, and I am ashamed to admit it. Though if she hadn't wanted me to, she wouldn't have told me the code. Same one she used for everything. 15-778.
That sounds like it could be her agent identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all I can ask.
All right. Let's see. Now then. Let's head on over to Westport. Oh, good Lord.
First promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop, too. Can't believe Ormsby pegs these people as executive material. Me, sure. Them? Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward mobility. 3 died hanging the ropes. Told them they were doing it wrong. Dead include Assistant Hagen and other slackwits.
Show some respect.
Oh, like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you. I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I will surely dominate. This is Sanitation Specialist Cutshaw, soon to be VP of something big, signing off.
Okay. Worth it for the team, I guess. Alright, well, back around we go then. What the hell's that?
Carr mentioned this place once. Trained up arbiters to kill without remorse. Hate to think the law-damned turrets won't make it easy for us.
That's not anything we want to fight right now. Unless I can hack the... well, unless I can find a way to take over the turrets and make them do my dirty work for me.
Up to, but I'm not ready.
Hey, check out that wall panel. Think it's running the turrets outside?
Arbiter Nebs, the words are a song to my ears.
Your voice is like pain to mine.
Got troublemaker.
The sovereign provides, the system abides.
Looks like a fight.
Well, we've gotten ourselves into a precarious situation here.
My aftermarket parts are pride.
Hey, get me go-getting again.
We're not ready for that place. We are not ready for that place.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us.
Scout report.
great.
Yes, sir.
472.
Looks like the repair center is
Been a
still
while
out of
since
order,
I've seen
sir.
a large bullet spray.
Excellent. Yes?
These soldiers seem twitchy to you?
Might want to sneak our way in.
Well, I will sneak my way in then.
On your toes.
Homicidally irritable employee.
Excuse me?
Ain't nothing there.
Good Lord, what's wrong with these people? Okay, that's cool looking. Yeah, what the hell is going on down here? Crabbles. Like, what the fuck happened here?
since Horizon.
Niles.
Howdy, Zeb. You look... well.
Do you always put your hands on other people's things?
Yes.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart. That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister. A neighbor reported her for some misconduct and she was taken to be refreshed. I never heard what her alleged crime was meant to be. The woman who returned was nigh unrecognizable. The injustice of it rattled me. And once I began to look into what had happened, the more discomfort I felt. Then I met Niles. He told me the truth about other colonies. Made Arcadia feel so small, claustrophobic, repressive. And my smoldering resentments became a full conflagration. Stop there. I know what you would ask, but I've done my best to put that unpleasant experience behind me. Please respect my wish to avoid reopening closed wounds. The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here. I feel kindly toward them. Ah, of course. Hogarth and his unfortunate charges would be top of mind if you've explored the nearby settlement. I sympathize with the plight of those in Westport. They want nothing to do with me, of course, or anyone outside the Sovereign's grace, which has been to my benefit. I do believe that one day, the truth of the Protector's iniquity will be too obvious to ignore. But for now, not even a crowbar could pry open all those shut eyes.
Let's see about talking to Hogarth while we're down here.
Huh. Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile.
Hogarth? Milver Street reckons he's the key to converting this town. Let's bring him the good news of Auntie's choice, shall we?
Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Okay, so basically no dumb shit until I talk to Hogarth. Nice digs.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Okay, cult boy.
I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve, were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence. Automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. No, as I stated, as a means to seek a reprieve for our remaining residents, if not myself. A harsh judgment looms in our imminent future for our cowardice or negligence, depending on the Arbiter's interpretation. I will certainly be executed.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Yes, because my subjects need me. As Vigilant, I vowed to protect them to the end. The fact I can now see it coming changes nothing. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs. Well, obviously, we've forsaken our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long. My linguistic embellishments are somewhat beside the point. This here's a matter of accountability. Responsibility was mine. Disgrace and judgment should be mine solely as well. My intention is to absolve my subjects of any and all such blame. I owe it to every single person here to try. Of course. Abandon every last ideal to climb the rungs of the corporate ladder. A trifling matter to be executed with an insouciant air.
Well, it's either that or die here with all dignity tossed asunder. Be smart. Take the deal.
Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. I have the aid of key pillars of our community. Several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me. And our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Look, I've entertained these fool notions of yours long enough. There's no use pursuing such a fruitless line of thinking further. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact, rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios of worst imagining. Oh, I thought you weren't interested. Well, I suppose I have little choice in the matter, circumstances being what they are. Now look, if I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such. Hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. It's a gamble, no arguing that. But anything else is simply giving up and waiting for the end.
Unless you just join me.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
You are the raw material for perfection.
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now my subjects will have a fleeting chance. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now.
Invasive species can unbalance even the most robust
Hey, Commander.
ecosystem.
Could I have a word with you real? I hope you're not seriously considering helping the Protectorate here. I know these folks seem on the down and out, but we're as like to do more harm than good by siding with them.
The system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever,
Right.
we must all
Okay. Well, if we do as Milverstreet's asked and convert the populace to Auntie's choice, they're more likely to get the care they need and not be sentenced to death. Milverstreet also promised us a way into the Vox. Oh, and a Ritzy hat. Man drives a hard bargain, if he can be trusted. Reviving Westport would anger some folks back in Fairfield, but there's no question the Vigilant could help us get into the Vox station a whole heck of a lot easier.
Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
And the faster we get satisfaction. But at what cost? Before you make a decision one way or the other, let's ask around. See what the residents have to say. No use trying to lift up those attached to the muck.
Locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to
All right. This is going to be complicated, I think.
Auntie's choice in the Protectorate got something that needs doing, Commander? Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with... And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. Fine by me.
This unit's current work task takes priority. Conversation. Farewell.
Where's everybody that lives in this town?
I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have.
May the Sovereign guide you.
Almost. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport.
All right, then.
I mean, sure. All the underlying logic's the same if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which were a fair amount more complex. It's just... subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide any way I am able. I assume those are approved Protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor Prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides. Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign.
Fucking cult members.
Think I care more about remuneration than helping my neighbor? Nah, I'd rather live in an honest-to-goodness community than be surrounded by them individualist backstabbers. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. Why, things need to severely decline around here for me to even consider. Oh, shut my mouth. Could never leave our fine Vigilant in the lurch. Fairfield. You all right? Something in your eye? Got an eye wash around here somewhere, only a little expired. Oh, was that obvious? Sure. Well, We lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing.
Okay.
Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course. Curativist Row is a fine sword, pillar of our community. Might impatient, sure, but with how busy she is, we'd all do well to respect her time. Watch out for that Weintraut fellow. Talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda lonesome, but doesn't let anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Decent enough, I guess. Well, mechs do all the heavy work for us in the Protectorate. Just like each of us, each type of mech has their assigned specialty.
Okay.
Takes a little doing, but you can readjust them. The combat mech can be reconfigured to oversee comestible distribution, for instance. Or mine or harvest crops. All you need is the know-how to retool their subroutines. And the right parts. Plenty of parts. Granted, reprogrammed mechs are never as efficient as those specially made for a role, but they get by, eventually. After a fashion. What? Oh, yes. Goodbye.
The most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't fret.
I was going to say, there's generally a way up. Oh, but for once, no open hatch or anything.
Look alive, Commander.
Guns locked and loaded. Get the signal. Flashing before my eyes, Commander. Knew you had my back.
Well, that's just a hatchling.
Let me handle this.
Okay. What do we have up here? Picked up several of those lockboxes so far. What's with all the purple berry? I mean, Christ. Whose house is this? Alright, that's pretty much got the town searched. Now then.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social.
Look who's back.
Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources allowed
That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communique.
The announcer's voice is so smooth, mellifluous, persuasive.
I love that.
The advertisements help Auntie's folks straighten out their minds. It's their version of our mental refreshment.
No, it feels like some kind of punishment.
Greetings, non-protectorate wretches. With regret, however, I may offer you a limited select initiating.
Wow, that's highway robbery.
And sovereign chose evil. Certainly a session of mental refreshment will help.
Trust the plan, preserve said progress, sustain the system.
Okay. The door is barred shut.
I was sad when my house got smashed. Then the wireless told me everything was
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts. Good. Because we've got more of that than... Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Oh, fear I've little...
Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
People have been complaining about those ads playing. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? Hard to say, since I don't know any other way. we have more sense of Before the invasion, Automech... Must say, I do look forward to mealtime around here. You haven't heard? When Auntie's invaded, they broke the seawall. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. So some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. Oh my. Once again, I find chance to thank the Sovereign for our perfect society. Just mentioning. No reason. Oh, we've all heard about Auntie's Choice grafting labs. Only cost you an arm and a leg. I do question their low-grade nostrums. Wireless says they are rushed to the market. Might make everybody worse, hop them up, and gender dependence. Protectorate curatives are of the highest quality. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? You scare something up?
Right now, the paradigm needs our help. The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to
Yes, I did follow Lethal Distance. I don't want to have to walk all the way back around. I'm lazy. Ow.
The wireless said that flooding Westport
citizens of the Protectorate. This war has forced you into an untenable position. You have no water.
That's bullshit.
Sensor range. Focusing intensity. Further search is of limited utility.
Okay, there was... Yep. Oh, good. The more cigarettes I can pick up, the better.
I was sad for a moment.
Hey, Charlton.
Apologies for not noticing you there. Wasn't paying rapt attention to those assuasive loudspeaker messages. No. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler.
His face is purple from all the purple berries.
That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott. Why, that's wonderful. I'm actually quite relieved a fellow customer like yourself somehow saw through my carefully maintained act. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. Ha! The same ones I immoderately reference. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation.
Oh,
They are
Lord.
just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
Are you?
Oh, you're very good at playing dumb, aren't you? I suppose that can be quite useful at times, yes? How meekly dynamic and wonderful. Now, do tell, what is the latest word from the field? Now, do tell.
Game. Did it just crash? Yeah, it's soft locked. Really? Great. I wonder where that's going to pick up.
All right, that new game smells wearing off. Let's just get down to business.
Irritating.
Trust the plan. Serve self-progress.
Ah, caught me. That part always hits me to quite other. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from the. Ha! You and I are just like him. Oh, now, do tell.
Okay, there we go.
What is the latest word from the feet? Really? What was he like? Bold, assertive, with a wildly obstreperous theatrical air? Is that so? Do tell me more. An audacious proposal. Yet this place, despite its recent humidity, remains comfortable and familiar. With a full case, I might gorge upon such sweet goodness morning, noon, and night. All right, hand it over. Oh, but what would vigilant Hogarth say? What would everyone say? I can scarcely imagine it. Abandoning my community only to satisfy my gastronomical urges and risk-taking attitude. No, I couldn't leave unless Hogarth ordered everyone to go.
Following a modicum of testing,
Righto. Well, you seem rather confident. Best of luck, I suppose. You are surely going to need it. Please inform me if, I mean, when, of course, you receive it. As a recent convertee to Auntie's Choice, I'd be honored to share my maverick, individualist perspective. Well, I can tell you someone who thinks he's important. Pinckney. Ever since he became interim chief mechanist, he's been crying day and night about that generator.
Oh, really?
If anything happens to that thing, I worry for his mind. Of course. Toodaloo.
I feel great.
Everyone knows Salubri's concoctions aren't supposed to taste good.
I'll say it's like rotten
All these vexatious disruptions keep falling westward. It's working.
fish restorative delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature ends, we begin. Give Auntie Choice, and she'll give you Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest
There is a way in.
It's true. No computronic doodads, no permanent roles. Just good old-fashioned freedom. In fact, the former protectorate subject...
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm questioning the paradigm.
That didn't sound like... Why, you got a right serious look in your eye. What happened? No, that's not... That's what that sound was? It exploded. Been trying not to fret unduly after every random little kaboom around here. Didn't realize it... That's it, I'm afraid. Just a matter of time before these automechs run out of power. Then it's good night, Westport. Whatever are all of us gonna do now? Nothing more I can do here, that's for sure. If it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, I do believe I'd scupper off to... Well, you know where. Yeah. You convince him, I'm in. But I owe him enough I wouldn't abandon him for nothing.
Let's go talk to the doctor now that we've sabotaged the water supply as well.
Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? You haven't heard? Took a while for our water purifier to catch up. So some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. Oh, we've all heard about Auntie's Choice grafting labs. Only cost you an arm and a leg. That's so. I trust the paradigm. Each of us has a vital part to play. If we remain resolute, we'll have harmony and luxury. I am acutely aware of Westport's current misfortunes. To suggest otherwise to someone presently engaged in a 72-hour medical shift is... Shame you weren't born here. Now, I'm afraid I've little... See you when I see you.
Alright, so there's not much we can do with her. Still, we got most of the stuff.
That vacuous cacophony said, the itinerant stranger returns. Thought you'd agreed to help us, not those corporate heathens. Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like the cut of your jib. Very well. State your piece.
That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind.
My people are prepared to die. As subjects of the Protectorate, we are born to give our lives to the Sovereign, whether he asks for them or not. Things are fine. Everyone's fine. They deserve better. Huh. They do, don't they? I've tried to tell myself it's better to die a subject of the Great Protectorate than live a life driven by freedom, but you may be right.
Of course I'm right.
Regardless, now that we're all traitors, they really don't need my permission, but if they want it, they shall have it. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield, but I will be staying. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve.
Come on, man. Don't be stupid.
Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion. I suppose my duty to my people remains, whether here or in Fairfield. All right. I'll go. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right then. Suppose it's time to make my announcement.
What ails you? Our Iffy Jiffy Mail Order Division informs it is now offering the Pan-Pharmacon 5 walk-in industrial microwave, originally developed for...
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly. Need a moment to let this all settle in. I will be on my way by and by.
You returned. Hope I don't get assigned to a grafting lab in Fairfield. Don't want to have to transplant a raptidon head onto some poor so-and-so's body.
Greetings, non-protectorate ret. However, I may offer you a limited selection. Initiating.
I look forward to a new life of audacious self-determination and unregulated consumption of sugary sweets.
Oh, Lordy.
What do you think it'll be like in Fairfield? I admit to an unreasonable preponderance of emotion, most of it resembling the jitters.
All right, let's head to the ship real quick because we got a case to unlock. Yeah, we're getting close to a level up. Okay.
All these rifts got everyone riled up.
All right, on into Fairfield we go. Let's go talk to.
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet.
Our target audience here is back already. Anything else I can help you with? A few, actually. Who in particular do you mean? Ever met somebody so happy to be here? Get the sense he rubbed the other defectors the wrong way. But we all become quite fond of Charlton. Fella can recite every commercial. Anyone else you have in mind? Nah, she comes in a lot, actually. Sings, dances, has a grand old time. Often shuts the place down. Larges it up like she don't got a care in the world. Anybody else? Oh, yeah, Pinkney. Offered to fix any and all mechanicals we had in the place, then proceeded immediately to do so. Wouldn't take nothing in return. Strangest thing. Who else you want to know about? Sure, he's in here sometimes. Keeps to himself mostly, back there in the corner. Has one drink, ducks out with a polite nod. You'd never know he used to be somebody. Anybody else? All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
Auntie's choice in the Protectorate got a difference. Got something that needs doing, Commander? How personal are we talking? Yeah, I want to say up, but the Earth Directorate itself, it's got much to answer for. That only holds true until the day one of you decides to leave the other. And no disrespect, but I'd say they left you 10 years ago. The Earth Directorate swore a promise to every colony out there. That if you plea for help, help will come. Maybe not immediately, but you know, maybe sometime this decade. But that's all a heap of shit. You know how many of us in Tau Ceti tried to send They never responded. Never showed up. Not when I was a child, certainly not by the time Auntie's choice came around. You ask me, you're selling folk a lie. I know that. I see you doing all you can to help folk. Look, I ain't holding you to account for the Earth, no matter how often I'm hit in the face with that fact, with you, with Ethel, nor do I.
All right. Hello, Milver Street.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that you, perhaps aided Westport's departure into inhospitability. Sometimes the harshest moves are the most necessary. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? I have a second cousin in experimental product design who's been working on a supplement for just that. Though most of her prototypes result in projectile eye bleeding, you've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to. Plan is such a strong word. Let's call it a hunch. Consider this your first lesson in propaganda. Find whatever your target desires most and use it towards your own ends.
Overstreet, you bastard.
Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell.
All right, let's go talk to Hogarth.
Those new protectorate folk here from Westport, I really respect them. They've been through a lot.
The others appear to be acclimatizing well to this purposeless existence. Well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Has something occurred? A representative of Auntie's choice lied. You must be shocked. Greatly. Yes, I know of a means in. But you must do something for me there. Even though I no longer am of the Protectorate, I do care for its subjects. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It'd save many lives. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law.
Okay.
Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay. Conscript him with the writ. And this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. Farewell now.
All right. Here we go.
They're stringing up their own people. Sick bastards.
Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Oh, even my damned... Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination in tow?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want? Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials might as well be stained in Protectorate blood. That being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth trusts you, let's just say I'm willing to listen. The Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow. Approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both. Tragically, I must decline. Whatever I might think of the Vigilant, mine is not the opinion that matters.
You are approaching a restricted estate.
Ah, yes. The stranger with the orders from the Vigilant. Tragically,
Area's off limits.
All right. Well, I know a back way in. Two back ways, actually. Why don't we just teleport to the Raptidon Den? Duh. Okay.
Damned if I stay, damned if I go. Can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor? Oh, hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting. There's no need for animosity, I assure you. I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house, stained with the blood of my brothers and sisters. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't... Everything happened so suddenly. The day we lost Fairfield, people began worrying. A soldier speculated on how it happened, how the Protectorate failed to protect our home. Next day, they were strung up, which was understandable, even though they should have just been refreshed. But then another went, and another, until bodies littered the base. All the while, Montelli has acted as if nothing is amiss. I couldn't stand the bloodshed anymore. I ran to the sewers to hide, and have been here ever since, scavenging what I can.
Gross.
No need. It's no fault of your own that I'm here. I feel I've displaced my honor.
I want to check out that other way in that I found. Although I think I know where it came out.
Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators. The Sovereign provides, the system abides.
To do your job is a burden. Locked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Back again. Thought we were done? You again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hot box. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out on the others, I guess. Quick, though. Before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's O2519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Kind of you to offer, but I'm not going anywhere.
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces.
That might just be the most ruthless bait and switch I ever heard. Your friends ought to be proud.
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger.
Not after I get done with this place.
Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
You have until that sentinel decides to blast off from here, which is to say, not long.
Nobody around.
We're just going to see how that one plays out. All right. Let's see if this looks any better than the other way we found in. Marginally better.
Help you with something? No use rambling further.
Huh? Worthy of this.
Look alive, Commander. Aggressors in red.
Oh, God.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Rats, back in business.
Oh, yikes. This is going to be rough. I'm honestly thinking I wouldn't prefer another level and some better weaponry before we do this.
Too much Spacer's ale.
And it won't take a lot.
Don't make me bury another agent!
No, he went off to relieve himself, but I reckon that was a handful of hours ago. You don't think he took it?
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet. I'll be spaced. Scrabbles! And hardly the worse for wear. You've no grasp of what his return means to this unit.
Hey, Mystic.
Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War, and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal. Here,
It's going.
for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch. Seems everyone's scoring big today. While we appreciate you returning Scrabbles, you'll not provoke me into a course of unwise action if that's your aim. Far be it from me to speak poorly of a superior, but I have pondered over her choices as of late. She's been sullen about sharing her strategy, too. Still, however brightly my star burns, I remain in her orbit. She is my superior officer. I defied her once, and I received the verbal tanning of a lifetime for it. I will take action.
We are so close to leveling. I'm trying to get just a little bit more XP to get one more level on my characters before we,
Gary? For love of bits, don't get any closer to it. You void-brained idiot. Put down the bottle and stop doing stupid shit. Get away from there.
Quit your worrying. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Gary!
Ah, damn. He's just gone.
What am I gonna tell the commander?
I don't know, bud. That's going to suck for you. All right, let's go talk to this crazy lady.
Greetings. Something new to report?
Yes.
A proper start. Here, for your effort. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. Stay true, outsider. Ah.
I need 1,000 XP to level.
place, you know.
Alive! Outside our lab? No! Audacious advances require.
Let me know when you need it.
I was hoping I could talk to maybe one of them, but no, they're all psychos. Alright, are we done yet? Okay, homicidally irritable employee means exactly what it says in the tin.
By who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts, and unfortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bomb should. Likewise.
Site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become
All right. Right, let's see what we can do about this.
Look alive, Commander.
I didn't mean to trigger that guy. God damn it. That is a shit ton of angry people.
We've got company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Came over me. So touchy today. Any little thing, I swear.
The Lord was that?
The ladder before I did. All I get is more pressure.
All right, a quick glance. All clear.
Where'd following the rules ever get anybody? It's like the rules are just a guide to what not to get caught doing. And no, this is my goddamn cover.
This place sucks, man.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
No, let's not kill everybody. Oh my god.
Looking a mite marginal, Commander. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
There he is.
Looks like a fight. Graft back in business. Pick me up. I do it for you. Liquidate them.
I need this whole fucking place to calm down. There we go.
Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Omid Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor.
That is a job title.
Yes, tragedy has befallen a number of my subordinates. I will trust you not to make light of such heart-rending events. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success.
Right.
Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well-versed with pharmacological matters? Oh, really? That's very interesting. I believe that long since discredited, but, you know, such things often come back into fashion. Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate, no matter if you are capable of following simple instructions.
I'm not.
I'm sure I can guide you through it.
Oh boy.
Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions? We'll need two things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds. A satellite lab to this one, if you will. Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save my remaining colleagues, so best not murder them all in the meantime.
Typical Auntie's Choice. Moving fast and breaking things.
Right.
Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the Audacious Advances field team. Quiet now as we approach the Raptidon.
Come here, you. That's what I'm looking for. There's the Vox.
Foraging time's over. We should have what we need.
So close to leveling up. I'm gonna go wide around this place, because that's the other building. See if we can't largely avoid the psychopaths working the fields here.
Aggressors in range.
I am done with this. Never recognized, never commended, but don't be resentful. Wouldn't anybody be a profuse? What was that?
Time to earn my commission.
Come on now, guys.
Let me.
Infraction noted. Dismissal advised.
Chester, no sir. Chester, no sir.
I predict
Alright, let me clear the area. I didn't want to kill those two, but... Let's get out of combat.
And I'll take care of him,
No, 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 you won't take care of shit. Stop it. Stop! Alright. Silent footsteps for 8 seconds after leaving stealth is baller.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market.
Wow.
Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. determine the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device and it will begin a working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please. I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect. Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, let that thick-headed boob amble off with your reward. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance.
Damn right.
Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omid Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's choice. Be seeing you.
Bro, I think it killed everybody.
The biological samples within the remains outside are no doubt deteriorating rapidly. I may have to recreate this experiment.
Well, that's not the first time I blacked out and lost a day. I miss anything?
Okay.
This place was quite the scene when we arrived. Any idea what happened?
All right, now I just want to know what this was. A little further down the coast here. Ah, it's the Automech Repair Center.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let them know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. How observant of you. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox Relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing. But not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it. You see, Woodrow, why at this rate, we'll have the facility up and running in little to no time.
That's what scares me, Marshal.
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind.
Yeah, you
the
should.
Vox Relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate. What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with uranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
All right, folks, that'll do it for today. We'll come back tomorrow and get going with some more of this. But until then, everybody have a fantastic day.